Okay guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first video ever, and here's a 71 Chevy that I've been working on. And sorry for the mess in the shop, but hopefully we can get that cleaned up in the future. We're working on it. But anyways, been working on the frame back here, getting it painted. I got it all sanded and wire brushed last time, or the other day, and painted now, and it looks pretty good. We used some rust encapsulator from Eastwood, and now I just got the drive shaft and a little over half of the rear axle, sanded and wire brushed the other day. I ended right here, if you can't tell, and did bottom, back, and everything. And well, as you see, I have an oil pan down there. That's because I opened this cover on the pumpkin of the axle, and well, of course there's fluid in there, so I had to make sure I had that oil pan down there so we didn't get on the floor. And well, this truck is a 71 Chevy, and it was my dad's first truck, and so I'm hoping I can drive it as my first truck. And yeah, here's the interior. Right now I took out the tank behind the seat there with my friend a while back ago, and then we got a temporary tank set up, and then we hooked it to the fuel line, and then we got the truck running, so we know it runs now, and now we're just gonna put it back together. And so as you can see, this side has the old stuff on it, the old control arm and coil spring and shocks, everything all together over there. Then this side was completely rotted off for the control arm and everything, and spring fell off and everything. So I'm gonna do this side all back, put it back together, copy the other side, and once I get this side done, then I'll go to the other side, take all that stuff off, and do that, put that side back together. We do have to order new rear parking brake cables here that goes to the back, to the brake drum for each side. We want to, just to make sure. And then we're gonna get new hydraulic brake lines to go at least from here onto the axles and to the brakes, if not the whole way underneath the engine and back up to the front there. We might do that, but at least this back part. But anyways, the project I'm going to work on today is to get this and up to about here on the axle painted, all underneath, top and bottom. And I'm hoping to get this whole plate done here too. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that for painting right now. I don't think anything else. So then I can put this side together, and then I can take that side apart and paint that side. And I'm waiting to paint this, the pumpkin and everything in the middle, because we need a new seal for this, or gasket, and we got to order that yet and buy it, just like the brake lines and cables. But anyways, yeah, so that's the project for today, and I'm hoping you guys like this video, first video I've ever made, and hoping you like my content in the future and everything. And yeah, I'll get going on this and get it. We'll have it hopefully running soon here. So I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Okay guys, so I got everything ready, and now we're gonna put this kind of alcohol stuff to clean off the area that I'm gonna paint today. And yeah, I'm gonna use this washcloth, get that wet with this, and then I'm gonna wipe everything down, and then we'll be ready to paint. So let me get my gloves on so I don't get as much on my hands. Okay. Now open this. Okay, got that open. Think I'm ready to go. Okay, just kind of get a little damp. Again, I'm just using an old washcloth. You don't want to use one that you still want to use. This stuff is strong and it could probably ruin your washcloth and stuff. So you don't want to use one that you want to use again for good purposes. Okay, so just gonna wipe everything down that I want to paint today. I like to start the harder stuff and go to easier. Go from hard to easy here, and just wipe all of this down with this stuff. Get it all clean. But I might need some more here. Wiping everything down. Doesn't take too long, especially if you know where all the cracks and crevices are. You'll be able to get them all pretty quick and get it all covered. Pretty good. At least cleaned, I mean. And then yeah, you'll be ready to paint. This just helps the paint stick better, so there's no dust or nothing or dirt that'll be in the way, and keep it from sticking good. So that's why I put that on. I blew it off with the air hose the other day, and so it was pretty clean before, but so you just get it clean as you can, so it can last long. Last as long as it can. Okay. I'm gonna just get on my creeper and go from bottom to top. Like I say, I like to get the hard parts first and then go to easier parts. So I'll lay on the creeper here and get some paint, and then we can go. Okay. And you just want to get a good coat to where you're not seeing any more bare metal. At least that's what I like to do. So then, I mean, I'll put more coats on, like 1 or 2 more, other than this one, but I like to get the first one the best, and then the next ones don't have to be quite as good. maybe. So then you don't have to worry about that. Trying to drip as little as I can. I ain't the best painter in the world, so I'll drip some. This one video might be a little more boring than some of my other videos that I will make in the future. Like putting this back together, that'll be a lot more interesting, I think, than just painting. But I figured this would be a good intro video to my channel, and it would be maybe a good one to kind of show you the project and stuff, because this ain't nothing real fun. The painting isn't, but I introduced the project so you guys know what I'm working on now, and so maybe next video or something will be a little more exciting than this one. Like I say, it's just one of my first times, or it is my first video I'll ever put on YouTube, so at least I think. So it'll maybe be a little good kickoff, I don't know. I'll see. I don't know how much you guys can see from there, but I'm getting quite a bit done. I almost got it done. I think I just got to go to the other side. I'll have to block your view again, but I should be able to finish it up pretty quickly here. And then I'll put this next coats on, and you guys will see me after I have all the coats done, and you guys can be like, can see what the finished product looks like after today. When it's wet yet. But. Then next time you guys can see what it looks like when it's completely dry and ready to get stuff put on it. Like this control arm and everything, and coil spring and shock and whatnot. So last little bit's going on here, so I'll probably turn the camera off here soon and show you the final product here. Finish it up here. Okay, I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Okay. Well, I got it all painted with 3 coats. I did 3 coats, and I think it looks pretty good. You can definitely see where I did compared to where I didn't do. And yeah, I give you both sides. Looks pretty good. Yep. I like it. I think it looks pretty good. And yeah, well, let's see here. I do have a surprise for you guys at the end here. I'll show you it. And I know you guys might be like, well, some people might not know how to do stuff like this, and well, that's why I'm kind of showing you. I'm not a professional, and I don't know all the things. Some of this stuff to undo, or like the drum brakes here, I had to get this drum off here. I had to look at several videos just to figure out how to get it off of the axle. It took a little bit of research and everything to look for that. But I found it, figured it out, and there's been a couple other things that I've had to do that, watching YouTube videos on them, figuring them out. But hopefully maybe my video can help some people figure some things out and stuff. This one probably won't, because everyone should, or a lot of people know how to paint, and yeah, I mean, this one probably won't help much people. But in the future, when I'm putting it back together and taking it apart and everything, it'll probably help some people, hopefully. And here you can see that I have the exhaust pipe here coming out, and it's hooked up here And, well, it's the wrong spot, because if you look here on the other side, that's where the control arm's supposed to be, and that's where this is. Well, when we were running it, it'd making black marks on the floor when I had it on the floor, so I propped it up so I could run it up like that for a while. But now I'm gonna put this control arm in here, and so I'm gonna have to undo that. So, yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. It's hard to videotape and do that, but there we go. Lower it. Now it's sitting on the other one, actually. Let me get my foot under there so it doesn't slam down. The other one's completely pulled out of the truck down there. Yeah, you can't really see, but it's supposed to be right above there, above my finger there. It's supposed to be right in there where it's attached to the truck, but it's not, because it came out and we're gonna have to put it back in sometime. And another thing is, we're gonna have to replace this latch, this door handle here, because, well, you can see the buttons all the way in there. And so we'd have to take this panel, this whole black panel off, and get in there. There's a special tool to get these off, and yep, we'll get that sometime. I'll probably have it on a video. And, well, you guys ready for the surprise? Okay, I think I'll show you now. Don't, just ignore the stuff in the background. Like I said, our shop's a little messy. We're working on getting it cleaned up. That's part of this truck. This truck's kind of in the way. And, well, once we get it out of here, it'll be cleaned up. And so, yeah. Well, you might have been able to see some of this stuff, but, well, you guys might be thinking, well, how is he going to put all that together? You're going to have to wait a long time to get all the parts in. Well, we've already got most of the parts. See, right here is the gas tank and these are the brackets, mounting brackets for it. And let me show you on the truck, that gas tank would go right in here where the old spare tire mount was. And we're gonna attach it to the frame in here and over there. We might have to notch out the frame though, I don't know. We're gonna figure this out sometime once we get the suspension back together and stuff. We can put that on, and yeah, that's what's in that box. And here's the control arms. Right there, control arms. This is the sending unit for the tank, so it'll just goes it there. Here's the fuel line, aluminum fuel line for the tank. We're gonna put that on the frame and run it to the old line. And if you probably noticed, it's really dusty on here. Well, that's, if you can't tell, that is, well, it's from one of my other projects, of course, before I was on YouTube here. And I was doing a sea farmal, repainting the gas tank, the grill, and the hood. So I completely sanded and wire brushed all of them down. And then, well, that was really red dust. And then when I came and spray painted, it got that red spray paint dust all over. And, well, yeah, now you can see where the prints are. So here's a rear coil spring clamp kit. And here's the bumper mounting brackets. This whole big box here, I don't know if you can see it. It's underneath all this stuff, is a brand new bumper for the back. This is the bed framing mounts, as you can kind of see on mounting bolts, as you can see on there. We have it labeled. This is a new drum. I have it out of the box. We were kind of looking at that earlier. Here's the other drum. Here's the 2 coil springs. This, let's see, what is this? Oh, this is all for the gas tank here. Yeah, a whole bunch of parts for that. We'll get that figured out in a later video. Here's fuel pump. This one is not one we just got. We've had it for a while. And, well, the truck doesn't seem to need one. It gets gas to it pretty good, so we don't think it needs it. So we probably won't put that in, but until it does need it or something, yeah. Then we got these new shocks for it. These U-bolts, which, if you don't know where they go, I'll show you. It'll be in a later video, but they'll help attach the control arms to the rear axle. And then over here, this box that everything's on has nothing in it, but everything on top of it this is all drum brake parts. And this is, let me see, I'm looking at it here. I don't know, can't tell what it is from the box, so let me look in it for a second. What is this? Okay, that is new bushings and stuff for the control arms, but so we were going to use some other control arms over here that my grandpa bought in case for one of the trucks to do that. But when we were looking at them, we realized, oof, there's holes going through them already, rusting through, and they don't look very good and all that. And so we're like, well, we're just going to buy new control arms. And as you can see here, the new control arms come with the bushings in them. So we got an extra pair of bushings. But, so, it's not bad to have extra parts, so that's okay. These 2 pieces here are both parts that I had to reuse from the old drum brake because they do not come in the new kit. These parts are all for the whole setup, and we'll figure that out in a later video. And, well, if you can tell there, that's the old brake cylinder, which would push some pins out that push the drum brakes. We got a new pair there. Push them against the drum, and then it'll start braking it, making it brake. And that's how that works. But as you can tell, that one's kind of in rough shape, and yeah, it's not too bad. It'd probably still work, but we got a new one. So, and I'll get that out of the package in a later video. Along with all this stuff, it's just going to be in later videos. But I thought you guys would probably be curious how long it'd be before I get another video out, because, well, I got to get all the parts. But actually, we've got most of them. Here's brackets. You can't really see them in here, and it's hard for me to even see them. But they're brackets for those control arms to have the coil spring attached to it, and also for the shock to be attached to it. And yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of things here, but yeah, there's a lot of parts, and stuff, but we got a lot of the stuff that we need, so that's the good part. We don't have to wait too long to make another video. By the time this gets out, I might have another one already created. I don't know. We'll see. And thanks for watching. Hope you didn't see too much junk in here. I mean, it's pretty bad, but thanks for watching, and like the video if you want to, subscribe if you want to, and see you in the next one. Bye.